Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my god, this ponytail is not it. I will be right back. Anyways, that's better. But hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Jay. And this is probably episode 1 of why my life should be a Netflix show. I really actually should turn that into an actual series. I'm thinking about it. But anyways, we're about to get ready with me today. You already know. I have a lot of tea. Like, a lot of tea, a lot of updates. I have plot twist after plot twist after plot twist for you guys, okay? So, this video is going to be really interesting. So, I recommend going to grab some popcorn, getting ready to clean your room if it's a mess like mine, because this is probably going to be a very long, juicy video. Probably the most craziest and longest video I've ever done, if I'm being honest, because that's just how crazy things are right now. Like, literally no cap. Anyways, let's just get straight into it, because I just said, like, we have a lot to talk about. So I'm just going to start by putting on my moisturizer, and I'm thinking I'm probably going to tell you guys the biggest update first of all, because, I know I talked about this in videos I just filmed, but I have no idea when they're going up, and this is, like, top tier tea right here. Okay, so basically, me and my now ex, we split. To be honest, it's really, really funny to me. And you guys are probably like, well, like, you guys were always hanging out. Because I know he's been in some of my YouTube videos, so that's, like, the main reason why I'm telling y'all. Because, like, y'all ain't finna see him again. Thank God. Anyway. And it was not, a pleasant split either. So basically, I got the text, and I was like, because, like, we were off and on October, right? Which was, ironically, our anniversary month. Was. And so, I was like, he was like, well, like, let's get back together for a week and see where things go. And then the whole week was fine. But, okay, plot twist coming in a minute. So just keep in mind the whole week was fine, right? And he was like, this week was fine, but I think we should stay friends. And I was like,
that's suspicious. That's weird.
He's not telling me the truth. There's no way. And come to find out, I was right, because I ended up getting all the proof sent to my phone that he was cheating on me since before homecoming, and God knows how long before that, with his ex who literally cheated on him 3 years ago. That's embarrassing. Anyway, I knew it. Like, I knew it. And I got all the proof, and then he was trying to be like, I didn't cheat on you. And then he started posting a whole bunch of shit on his, like, Snapchat story about me. And I was saying that I lied about, like, going through some serious shit, and that I'm pregnant again for the 8th time this year. Like, dude, what you trying to say? Because I'm literally not. Like, do you want me to post another fucking pregnancy? Do you want me to post another fucking pregnancy test? Because I will. And not to mention, if I was, it'd be by you. So, like, what are you trying to accomplish?
Why the fuck would that happen? It's a croissant.
And then we were fighting back and forth, and who talks about dead child? But you know what? That's all I'm gonna say. I have all the screenshots too, which is the whole funny part. So, like, anyway, moving on, because it gets more interesting, and I didn't even think it could get more interesting, but here we go. So basically, and then when we were together, like, we had, like, this, like, one friend, and we're gonna call him K. Oh my god, this dude grosses me out. So basically, he was like, hey, like, can you give me pole lessons? And I was like, oh, haha, I don't know. And then all of a sudden, because, like, one Friday I wasn't doing anything, and then I get a text from my now soon-to-be boyfriend. We'll get to that part in a minute. I promise you. I pinky promise we'll get to that part in a minute. But I end up getting, like, a text from, like, my soon-to-be boyfriend, and he was like, yo, did you and Kay fuck? And I was like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, because I'm sitting in my little sister's room with my little sister, not her room, but I was sitting in my little brother's room with my little sister at my second mom's house, and we were like talking, and then all of a sudden we look, she reads my phone, we look at each other, and we're like, plot twist. And so I was like, no, why? And then my soon-to-be boyfriend, we're going to call this dude Mystery Guy. My soon-to-be boyfriend is Mystery Guy, by the way. So, until the time is right, and yeah, you guys will find out one day, possibly. More than likely, yes. Because we already talked about it. Anyway, I'll get to that in a minute, as I said. But bro was like, no, because, like, I was just wondering because, he ended up telling your now ex some things, and I was like, what? And then he basically said, like, yeah, that you guys did things. And I was like, alright, cuh, I'm gonna be straight honest with you. He's built like a Wetzel pretzel. Why would I do that? And he was like, alright, I believe you. Okay, well, I don't even like him anyway. And he's like, nobody's type. And I'm like, yeah, he's definitely not my type. And that was literally this Friday right before the next Saturday after that. And I'm about to get into that whole thing too, because I just told you guys I would. So that Saturday, I end up start talking to Mystery Guy, as we already established we're gonna call him. And literally, I don't even know how it happened, but we just kind of like really hit it off. And like, I known him like a year before because he was like my ex's like good friend. And by the way, I'm gonna clear this up real quick before anyone says shit about it. I am not doing this to get back at my ex. Like, we both have genuine feelings for each other. We really do. Like, I do. He's literally the sweetest. Bless his heart. And you guys will see how he feels about me. You guys will see, because I'm about to tell you everything. So basically, we talked for like literally 4 hours that night. Literally more than 4 hours. And it was like the next night after the whole like conversation happened about the guy lying, saying that we did things. And, oh, by the way, that situation gets worse. So just wait. Try to keep up, because this is a whole like crazy thing. But yeah, so we talked for 4 hours straight that night, and I slept over my second mom's house, and me and my little sister were chilling in the living room filming TikToks, and we were watching Hot Chicks, you know, eating candy, because I brought over like all of my Halloween candy, because I'm that girl. And I was like, she was like, who are you talking to? And obviously, like, me, my little sister, my second mom, my little brother, we're close. So, like, of course I wasn't going to keep shit from them. And so we're like, oh, like, I'm talking to Mystery Guy. And we talked for 4 hours straight. We were snapping back and forth, talking, and all that good shit. And then he started calling me princess, and I'm like, I don't want to overreact and seem like a dumbass, but I kind of think he likes me. And then the night when I get home is a Sunday night, right? And I have school in the morning, so I'm not trying to stay up too late. But that did not happen, because he was like, he texted me off Snap and was like, listen, like, do you want to hop on Xbox call with me? And I'm like, yeah, obviously I do, because I started to low-key, like, catch, like, slight feelings for him. And then we talked for a while. We talked on there for, like, hours. And then he was, like, calling me princess and everything, saying that he's not gonna leave like the others did. My borderline ass was, like, kind of torn on what to believe. But I was like, you know what? Like, let's just breathe for a minute, okay? Let's just breathe. Breathe, child, breathe. And yeah, that week at school, we would see each other in the hallways, like, because we were in the same hall for the same period, and then, yeah, we would see, like, each other in the hall, but we'd walk with each other, but then one of us would be, like, start to get way too shy and, like, turn red, and then the other one of us would just kind of, like, be like, and then the one who got red would, like, turn away. So, like, yeah, there was that. And then I really started to suspect he was liking me. I filmed, like, a whole TikTok on it. I can't remember all the reasons why, like, I started to, like, catch on to it. But then I really started to catch on to it, okay? And then this week, because we're still talking. We're still talking. And, like, low-key, honestly, he is such a sweet person. Like, he is such a genuine person. Honestly. And, like, I told him already, like, listen, like, I'm gonna be here for you no matter what. Because I am. I'm not gonna sit there and lie to someone. Especially someone who seems so genuine like he does. Like, that's just fucked up. So I was telling him exactly how I felt. I'm like, listen, like, I'm gonna be here. And he ended up admitting to me not this week, but last week that he liked me. And it's just like, we're not dating yet because he's not ready for a relationship yet, and I'm not finna push him. You know what I mean? So, we're not dating yet, but we will be in the future. I'll get to that part in a minute because, like, we were talking, and then Kay, aka the guy who lied and said we did shit, starts blowing up my phone. He's like, can we hang out? Can we hang out? And I'm like, I never said anything about us hanging out. Like, I never said anything about us being, like, hanging out, so, like, be for real. And then he was like, well, like, and I'm like, I was like, me and Mystery Guy, like, we might start dating soon. He was like, well, like, if you guys do, like, can you, like, at least wait till after we hang out to start dating? And I was like, well, if he asks me out, I'm not going to reject him. Why would I do that? No, seriously, because why would I do that? So I was like, no. And then he was like, well, if we hang out, just don't tell him. It won't be cheating. And I was like, are you fucking dumb, my guy? And so bro was also, I ended up finding out that he was, oh my fucking god, how do I say this? This is so disgusting. But I ended up finding out that he had some shit to say because he was like, telling my friend, he was like, he literally told my little sister and my friend, he was like, well, like, her trauma, like, kind of, like, turns me on. And I was like, and I cussed him the fuck out. And then my little brother rips the phone from my hand because I'm in my little brother's room when this happens. He rips the phone from my hand. He starts typing so fast. And I'm like, what are you saying? What are you saying? And he's like, I look and he's like, you better fucking leave her alone. I'm going to fuck you up. And I'm like, chill. And me and my little sister are looking at each other while this is happening. And my little brother's next to me doing all this shit. And we're just like, oh my god. And then we start laughing because we were like, ain't no way. Just ain't no way. But yeah, and then bro ended up getting blocked. And then I told Mr. Guy, and he was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? And I was like, yeah, I know. What the fuck is right? And then this week, Mystery Guy and I, what day was it? I was really depressed, and we had like a whole 9-hour deep ass conversation. And then all of a sudden, he's like, listen, like, I don't want anything to happen to you, okay? And I was like, why though? Like, everyone's gonna leave me. He's like, it's because I fucking love you. And I was like, so you don't just like me, you love me? What? Like, the way I was shook. Like, I've never been so shocked to read a text message in my life. I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. He was like, yeah, like, I love you. It's just, we can't date right now, but I pinky promise you, I will tell you as soon as the time is right. And I'm like, over here sobbing. Like, tears of joy. Because, like, dude. He's literally, like, my, like, best friend. And so I was like, oh my god, ain't no way. But, like, the whole thing is, I told him I felt the same. But I'm not lying because I actually do. Like, I genuinely love him too. Yeah. Also, before anyone thinks we've been talking for, like, a week, this has been going on for the past 3 weeks. And I told him, I'm like, listen, like, we need to talk. I'm not sure if you want to do this because I have borderline personality disorder. And before I say anything else, yes, I was diagnosed by a professional. And I still haven't told my family yet, and I was diagnosed around May. And I was like, do you know what it actually is? And he was like, yeah. And I was like, this is your sign to run. This is your sign to run, because what if I split? And he was like, well, if you split, then I'm going to be here. Like, I'm not going anywhere no matter what. We'll work through it, I promise. And I'm like, he was like, but I don't want you to keep telling me this because I'm not going to run. So don't keep telling me to run because I'm not going to run. Like, I'm not going anywhere. My literal heart, when I read that, he was like, I love you. Like, I'm going to be here. I'm going to do everything I can for you. I literally feel the same.
Ruka's coming up, I think. Yeah, Ruka.
Like, this man is so sweet, too. But we got even more tea, speaking of relationships. So basically, one of my ex's kind of good friends also likes me. And now I'm thinking, what the fuck do I do? But I know what I'm going to do. I already have that shit figured out. As I said, I'm not in a relationship yet. But, and I'm not, like, I'm all for mystery guy, okay? Like, we talked about, like, getting together in the near future and everything. And no, like, my heart is set on mystery guy. My heart is really set on mystery guy. And, like, occasionally, like, the other guy who likes me, what are we gonna call him? I was thinking Snake, but then I realized that sounds like a bad name. Like, I'm trying to, like, call him a fucking snake or something. So, no, because he's really not. He's pretty cool. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna call him Pepsi. And so Pepsi hits me up last night and was like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm bored. That's what I'm doing. I'm bored. And he was like, you trying to walk to so-and-so park? It's like a few minutes from my house. And I'm like, he's like, I was like, I can't drive. He was like, oh, yeah, my bad, I forgot. And I was like, I can walk. I literally was joking around, and I was like, I can walk. I was like, I could walk. Like, I really had no intention anyway, but I was like, I could walk. And bro was like, how long is it going to take? And I was like, I don't know, depends if I get hit by a car or not. If I get hit by a car, I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't. And me and my EMS partners, we were all, like, sitting together talking. And one day after the cleanup bell rung, and they were like, I really would not be surprised if one day you just disappeared and didn't come back. And I was like, why do you say that? Like, why would that happen? Like, that's weird. Low-key, that is something I do. Something I would do, but, like, honestly, mystery guy was like, I really don't want anything happening to you, and you make me so happy, and you're so cute. And I was like, okay, I'm not going anywhere. I just think that is so, like, crazy. And then my phone ended up doing this thing where it started to add, like, random people on Snapchat, right? Like, you know how when you open Snapchat, it hits that thing? Yeah, my phone literally would just select random people and fucking add them. And so this one guy that I sat with in Earth Science last year gets added. And I didn't realize that my phone added anyone until they added me back. Because I was not out here adding random people. I am not that person. Okay, I am not that person. But I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep everyone on my Snap because why not? More streaks for me. And then we're going to call him Earth because I had Earth Science with him last year. And so we're sending streaks and I'm like taking pictures like this. You know how it be like when you guys like do streaks and everything. And then I ended up doing a send it. And this all happened like yesterday going into today too. And this whole shit's crazy. And so we ended up like doing streaks, and then I posted to send it, and I was like, ask me anything, and it was all normal at first, and then I woke up, seen I had another send it notification, and was like, you're trying to get freaky later, and I was like, what? Who sent that? And then Mystery Guy slides up on my story. He's like, it wasn't me, and I'm like, okay, so who the hell is it then? Who the fuck is it? And I'm like, because like, and then they're posting like, I meant like just sending shit, and I'm like, I don't do shit with random fucking people. Like, no. Like, even if it's sending shit, I don't do that shit with random people. Like, no. Just no. That's not how I swing. There's nothing wrong with it, but that's just not how I swing. Okay? So, I was like, and then I posted like another story, because I keep getting send-its in. And I posted, and I realized that the only 2 people who had seen that story, because it was like a response, the only 2 people I'd seen that story was Mystery Guy and Earth. And so I'm like, okay, Earth obviously had to send this in, because Mystery Guy already like confirmed it wasn't him. So I'm like, no comment. Like, I was like, well, I don't do shit with anyone. Like, I know, it's like, better not be no snitch. And the Mystery Guy asked me, like, hey, do you know who that, like, is sending all that shit? And keep in mind, it was only Earth and Mystery Guy who would still see my story. I was like, yeah, it's Earth. And then, like, I'm about to unadd him and shit. And then Mystery Guy was like, that's weird. And I'm like, why? And then he was like, because he has a girlfriend. And so I go up, I get another send it, I open it, and it says, better not be no snitch. So I reply to it, and I'm like, don't you have a whole ass girlfriend? 2 skull emojis, and then I post that shit on my story, and I haven't heard anything since. Let's keep it that way. Like, how you finna be up here trying to ask me for shit when you have a whole girlfriend? That's weird. Besides, like, let's say okay, this isn't true at all. This is just like a what if scenario, but like, let's just say that like I wasn't talking to Mystery Guy, right? And then this happened. And even I still did like him, but I found out he had a girlfriend, I still wouldn't like say anything, because it's like, he has a girlfriend. Like, like, we don't like homewreckers. People who homewreck are just so fucking weird. Like, oh my god, I think I fucked that up, but we're gonna fix it in a minute. But yeah, like, if you're a homewrecker intentionally, like, you know about the other partner, then you're just weird. If you don't, it's a different story. But, like, if you do, then that's just fucking weird. Like, go get a hobby. And, like, literally the whole thing is, too, Mystery Guy, last week, he was like, like, can you get a ride? And I was like, it's 1 o'clock in the morning. He was like, I know. And I was like, to what? Where? Like, what's going on? And he was like, to my house. I want to see you. And I was like, because we were on Xbox voice chat when this happened, too. And I was like, I'll walk. And he was like, absolutely the fuck not. If you walk, I'm walking with you. And I was like, why? And he was like, because you mean that much to me. Like, I'm not about to let some dumb shit happen to you. You could get taken or something. So I was like, alright, well, let me see what's going on first. And I think that was the night I went to my sister's house, so I didn't end up going. But, like, that's crazy. Like, that's literally crazy. I was like, wait a minute. So, like, I didn't go, but, like, if I wasn't going anywhere that night, I would have gone. He was like, you are absolutely not walking. Well, no. I am not letting you. And I was like, you're so cute. But yeah, literally a couple days ago, we had, like, a whole shelter in place at my school because one of the senior girls, which I ironically literally cussed out that same morning, too. She ended up giving someone an edible, and they had to go to the hospital. I'm not saying anyone's names. I'm not, like, doing any of that. Like, I'm not saying no one's names or anything. Not even, like, the girl who did it. Like, I'm not gonna say her name. Like, I'm not gonna put anyone on blast. But, like, I was shook. I was like, holy shit. Like, girl, bye. The whole incident happened at the very end of second period, and I was in study hall because I didn't have gym that day. So I was in study hall, and I was just chilling. And then they announced at the end of the period, like, shelter in place. And then we were held for a little bit after the, like, bell rang. And then 4th period, I get the text, and I'm like, oh my god. What? I also found out that I might be going to Splash Lagoon again soon, which, by the way, I'm so excited about. And if I do go, expect another Splash Lagoon vlog, because I know I filmed it last time I went, but I also combined it with, like, midterm week, because I was during my sophomore year. I don't know how the fuck I'm a junior. I really don't know how. Like, I was put on leave freshman year. Didn't think I was going to get any fucking credit, because I wasn't there for literally 5 months. And I literally did not do a single assignment in 5 months, but I still passed, got my credit, all except art. Which, by the way, I kind of knew that was going to happen, but... And I think PE. But how am I supposed to do gym when I'm not even there? They have, like, assignment. It's, like, listed for, like, 10-day. Like, when you miss, like, swim. But, like, because swim is, like, a 10-day, like, unit. But, like, I was out for 5 months. That ain't no fucking 10 days. And then I somehow got my swim credit. Not my swim credit. My PE credit last year. And then I might get it this year. I don't know. Hopefully. Because, okay, so we were just doing our swim unit. But I'm on medical. So I don't swim. And I've been going to the library this whole week, and I didn't realize that my class was actually in the gym and not doing swim anymore. Oh my god. I'm, like, fucked. Not gonna lie. I'm fucked. To my gym teacher, if you see this, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Don't fail me. I've been hanging out with my cousin a lot lately because he's been in the neighborhood more because he stays at our grandmother's house. And we hung out yesterday, and we were with someone else. I can't say who it was because I know their mom is still fucking stalking my channel. So I was like, low-key, just chilling. And me and my cousin, and we were walking the neighborhood, and we were by the park. Because there's a park in my neighborhood, and we found this old lighter. And so we pick it up immediately, and we're like, does this shit work? And we were, like, playing with it, and then we're like, you know what? We should throw it at the ground. I don't fucking know why he said we should throw it at the ground, but then he started fucking whipping it. And then the last time he fucking whipped it, he whipped that shit hard, and then it literally went boom. There's a loud ass bang. It sounded like a gunshot, and then there was a whole bunch of smoke, and we start running. We took off running. Like, we were out immediately. We're like, ain't no way. Like, we are not. No. Like, we're not gonna deal with that shit. Fun fact about me is I almost lit my ex-best friend's garage on fire. On accident. I'd like to clear that up. She was right there when it happened. It was on accident. So before you come for me saying I'm a fucking arsonist, it was on accident. So we took birthday candles and we, like, lit them right behind her garage. That was, like, 2 years ago, though. That was, like, forever ago. Like, we don't talk anymore. So I'm not really finna keep talking about this. But, yeah. I just really feel like I should just not be trusted around fire. Oh, I lit my desk on fire in the beginning of the year. This year, too, I lit my fucking desk on fire. So, basically, I was in chemistry, and we were using gas and making flames. And we were using this lighter type thing to light it. Not like an actual, like, lighter, like, you'd use to light a cigarette, but, like, this lighter thing. And, basically, I don't know exactly what happened. But all I remember was my desk was on fire, and I was like, oh, shit. Like, there was literal flames and everything. And then I turned the gas off, like, immediately, because that's what we're supposed to do. So I turned the gas off. I don't know how the fucking fire alarm went off. Didn't go off. But, like, that's just crazy. I just really think after these experiences I had just, like, told you guys about, that I just maybe probably shouldn't be trusted around fire at this point. Throwback to the time I also lit my hair on fire. Cue the video clip, by the way, right here.
Dig in!
Don't catch your hair on fire! Oh my god! Sometimes I just really question my sanity. I just really question my literal life at this point. I'm pretty sure anyone in my shoes would. And this is my first time I've done eyeshadow in forever. Because I really just have not been fucking with eyeshadow lately like I used to. I think I could put a little bit more foundation thingy majiggy on my forehead. Just because I really struggle with acne right there. Especially, I should say. So, yeah. I just want to really make sure, like, that's all covered. Because I have places to be later. I have places to be, people to see. I am not. So last weekend I slept over at my sister's house, right? And I'm going to sleep over again. This weekend we're going to go to get air tomorrow because she doesn't get out of work till late tonight. So we won't have time to go today. But tomorrow, basically, we're going to wake up and go to get air. And I'm so excited. If you guys don't know what Get Air is, it's a trampoline park. Like, it's a huge-ass trampoline park. And I normally can't really go because it's, like, literally, like, 45 to an hour away from my house. So I'm really excited, honestly. To just get out of the house, like, later. We're all going to go walk around the mall, run some errands, and then we're also going to... Well, I'm going to go to my sister's to sleep over again tonight. Might chill with a friend. Speaking of which, I told so-and-so I'd hang out today. So let me see what time it is. Okay, we still have time. We still have time. Because it's just like, I'll come over at 3. I was like, alright. Do what you want. I'll be here. Yeah, but, like, I finally got my confirmation. Like, the confirmation I was looking for. Because Mr. Guy and I, as I said, like, we talked. And he was like, listen, like, we both agreed now's not the time. And I need to figure a few things out real quick. So I will tell you as soon as the time is, and I promise you we will start dating. And I was like, oh my god. And, like, my nieces kind of know about him. My second mom does. My little sister does. My little brother does. My cousin does. My cousin, keep in mind, my cousin is straight. He's completely straight, right? And he's 11. And he's a male. He's straight as hell, as I said, right? And I showed him a picture of Mr. Guy, and even he was like, oh my god. And I'm like, yeah, I know. You don't gotta tell me. You don't gotta tell me. Like, literally, upgrade after upgrade. Like, top tier. No, the top tier. The top tier. So, like, tell me who's really winning here. But you know what's funny, though? I'm just going to throw this in. Remember how I said my ex cheated on me with his ex? Yeah, well, ironically, I already got the proof sent to me that she already cheated on him. And, she's about to know real soon that he cheated on her with me. And that he took me to homecoming, not her. And, yeah, I mean, there's pictures, there's videos, there's timestamps, there's dates. So, like, yeah, she's gonna find out that he cheated on her with me. That is fucking crazy. That is fucking crazy. I can't wrap my head around the whole thing. It's so funny. Oh my god. If you guys didn't know, which basically, a lot of people know by now about me, I do EMS, and I got all of my certifications except my first responder one. But to become like an EMT and all that, you don't need, where I live, you don't need, like, to be a certified first responder. That's the hardest certification you can get to. There's 4 levels of EMS, so an EMT and a paramedic are not the same thing. So the lowest level is an EMR, which is an emergency medical responder, and they have a smaller scope of practice. Next is an EMT, and they have a slightly larger scope of practice, but not as big as the next level going up, which is advanced EMT, or AEMT. And they have a bigger scope of practice. And then scope of practice is like what they're legally allowed to do and stuff, by the way. And then there's also after that, final level, paramedic, which has biggest scope of practice. Once again, what they're allowed to do legally. But yeah, and I just filled out my first responder application too, and I'm going to take the written exam possibly in May 2024, so this upcoming May. And I got my CPR and first aid cards, and yeah. So I'm actually like really out here busting my ass, and I'm being successful. So all my hard work that I'm putting in between regular school and EMS is paying off. And my vocational school, though, my vocational school is so fun. I love my vocational school. I have tons of friends there. Like, I talk to about half the class, and we all just kind of chill. And then obviously I have like my EMS partners. My one EMS partner she barely shows up. But today's also her birthday, so if you see us, happy birthday, girly. You're an amazing person. We stan. But yeah, she barely shows up, so sometimes more than likely, I usually like pair up with like a different like EMS partner, because you have to be able to work with like people, anyone, and you can't you gotta treat everyone the same, obviously, like in this field. So like yesterday, we started our second chapter of our textbooks, because we just got our textbooks, and our second chapter was about consent and all that good stuff, and like legalities and all that. And so one of the questions we got asked on like our like thing we were working on was like, she was like, there's gonna be people like that like you aren't gonna want to treat, and that you aren't gonna want to be nice to, but you're gonna have to be nice to them regardless. So like, I want you guys to think of people like that. And I literally, everyone was putting people like someone who did this, someone who did that. Not gonna give you guys the examples that were like put, because it could be triggering to some people. And then everyone started putting like random shit, like Florida men, and then I put an X, and the whole class just started fucking dying, and I was like, I felt that. I'm just putting some mattifying powder on my face, by the way, because I like matte makeup. So yeah, that was that, and we had fun. And then someone put the instructor's name, and we all had like a good laugh out of that. But like, and then they put like one of the like names of the people in our class. But like, it was all out of fun spirit though. Like, we weren't like, no one was bullying anyone. I didn't put anyone's like name from my class. I put like an actual like example, and then I also jokingly said an X. I'd still treat an X obviously the same, like if there was a medical emergency. It's not even that like I'm not trying to lose my job. That's kind of how it works. You know what I mean? Like, now personally, there are a few people I really know I'm not going to want to treat, like a few types of people I'm not going to want to treat, but I know I'm going to have to. And I know it's going to be hard for me, but if I can get through the shit that I've gotten through within the past few years especially, then I can easily get through that. No problem. Like, literally no problem at all. Alright, now I'm going to do my e.l.f. powder, and then I'm going to touch up my nose contour. I love this powder so much. I love it. That's what I'm going to do, because that just makes it easier. Alright. Grab my brush. And I've had people asking me, like family, friends, everyone just kind of asking me, even on my Send-It, they were like, is this really like what you want to do for a job? And I'm like, fuck yeah. Like, hell yeah. It's not even about the pay. Like, honestly, I feel like medical professionals and law enforcement professionals should get paid way more than they do right now. Because, like, an EMT only gets paid, like, $33 an hour. And like, firefighters, too. Like, these types of jobs are, like, so dangerous. Like, they honestly deserve so much more pay. And I'm not saying that because this is the field I'm in. I'm saying this genuinely because it's like, just look at the job they do. Like, there shouldn't be no explanation needed. Like, they should definitely get paid more. Alright, I just gotta touch up my nose contour as I was talking about. But yeah, so basically, I really love it there. It's really kind of like a safe place for me, and it's just like, I love that place so much. Like, everything we do, like, it's just so fun. And it's something I've been interested in, and it's something I've always kind of wanted to do. And now that I'm, like, doing it and, like, learning how to lift and move, do stretchers, and make a stretcher, like, the bedding and everything, and I know how to apply tourniquets, infant, and then child and adult CPR I'm certified in. So I'm certified in all types of CPR and all types of choking, because there's, depending on size of body, infant, child, adult, obviously, like, you can't use the same exact procedures. First aid, I can apply tourniquets effectively, I can give epinephrine pins effectively, and I can also treat wounds of all kinds effectively and splint effectively. So I'm, like, really making progress out here. Like, my sophomore year, my old guidance counselor, she no longer works there, which is crazy. But instead of her working there now, it's my old guidance counselor from when I was in elementary school and middle school. But, because she's finally in the high school now. But, she was like, okay, so basically, the guidance counselor that filled in for my guidance counselor last year when she was out on maternity leave now works there. And I dealt with her a lot last year. Like, me and her are, like, besties. We're besties, okay? Like, she's my bestie for real. She was like, I knew, like, you were gonna love, like, EMS. Like, I knew it, like... And then my EMS instructor ended up pulling me out in the hall yesterday, and she was like, so basically, like, your therapist, like, called me and, like, wanted to know how things were going here. And then she was like, I really don't know what to tell her, except, like, you're such a great student and you're quiet, but, like, you are such a great student. And I was like, well, my life is pretty chaotic right now, but honestly, like, I think personally everything's okay here. Like, I really love it there. I really love it. And I get my polo soon, and it's going to have my name on it. And I got to get the physical copies of my CPR cards, because I have my e-cards right now. And I'm going to get my physical copies sometime this week, and I'm so excited. I'm also going to get my polo. I got to get my cargos and my waterproof boots still. And yeah, I just really... I love that place. I love that place so much. I don't know what I want to do for my lips. I think I should probably, first of all, like, kind of clean up my makeup a little bit, because I'm not trying to have to worry about it later. That's kind of the makeup look I'm just going to do for today. I did eyeshadow because I have places to go, as I said. There we go. I'm just going to clean up my makeup while I finish talking to you guys. So, yeah, as I said, I really love it there. That's, like, I just missed. Very bad. I'm just going to clean up my makeup while I finish talking to you guys. So, basically, like, I know, like, all these updates, I wasn't expecting either. I was not expecting none of this. But you know what? I'm out of everything, even the things I just, like, all the tea I just spilled in this video, like, I feel so happy. Like, I feel genuinely so happy. Like, I wake up in the morning, I'm ready to take on the day. I'm in a good mood, doing my makeup, go to school. Even, I've been styling my hair lately. Even going to school, and I would usually just leave it down, but I've been styling my hair, putting more effort into my appearance overall, really prioritizing my skincare and taking care of myself, and just out here making good memories. And I honestly feel so happy. I feel so happy lately. Like, this is the happiest I've felt. I feel like a whole new person. Literally, I just feel like a whole new person. It is so amazing. And this is just like truly like a genuinely tough time of year for me as it is. But now, I'm knocking on wood. Knocking on wood.
Did you just come back?
No, that was me.
Oh.
But yeah, so knocking on wood, this is like, that like, but yeah, knocking on wood, that's just like, it's already like a tough time of year. This year hasn't been as bad. As I said, I'm double knocking on wood for that one, but I just personally like, I'm just really like so thankful for Mystery Guy, for all the people that are no longer in my life that taught me lessons, for my parents, my EMS instructor, my favorite guidance counselor ever, my friends, my second family. I'm thankful for my cousin. I'm thankful for everyone, basically. And obviously you guys, like there's almost 300 of you guys, and even if you just click on my content, it really does like mean a lot. Like the support means a lot. Thank you guys so much for just being here. I'm just grateful for everything. Like even if you did me wrong in some way, I am thankful for you because you taught me a lesson. You added to my character development. And now, and like even my past mistakes, I know I made a lot of mistakes in my past, but I'm thankful for making them mistakes too, because it's like I learned from that shit. I learned from that shit. I'm becoming a better person. I'm even getting my BPD. I'm working on my BPD on my own too. I'm taking my own time to learn grounding skills by myself. I'm doing everything I can, and I just feel amazing, genuinely. Like I have never felt this at peace in my life. Like I've always been on edge, and now I think I found how I want things to be. I was just going to move to California and start a new life. And no, I'm not being dramatic when I said that I was actually going to. I decided that I'm going to staying here. And me and Mr. Guy are going to start dating soon. I'm going to pass this year and move on my senior year. I'm going to take my written exam in May, and I'm going to pass that. I will do everything in my power to pass that. And I'm also going to just continue to work on my character development and being a better person, because there's always room for improvement. That's what I've learned. And I'm not trying to impress anyone. Like, I'm trying to be me. I'm trying to be a better person for me, for myself. I'm trying to make life like a whole experience that's actually worth living. Because you guys already know, like, I struggle with borderline, PTSD, anxiety, depression, and I even struggle with bulimia. So to like have this opportunity to still be here after everything, and to just be in the spot I'm in right now and have the things that I am, I'm truly beyond grateful for everyone who's helped me in some way, who's made it happen, who's supported me, who once has supported me, who has once been in my life. Like, I'm thankful for all of you guys, and I'm so happy to be here. I just feel like the biggest weights were lifted off my chest. I feel like a whole new person, and I am thriving. I'm thriving. That's all there is to it. And I hope everyone finds that peace in themselves someday. Like, even if it's not right now, like, I hope you guys find that peace in yourself. Like, I hope you guys get out there, accomplish your goals, do what you want to do what makes you happy, have people surrounding you that make you happy and that are actually good for you. And I just feel like, take all the mistakes you made in the past. We've all made mistakes. We are not perfect. So take any mistakes you made in the past. Just learn from it. You got this. We all got this. We're all going to get through this. And I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for everything. And this is from the bottom of my heart. Like, I genuinely feel amazing. This is the best I've ever felt in my entire almost 17 years of living. So thank you guys. And obviously, as I said before, thank you guys because you guys support me. And thank you guys for being here, for even clicking on my content. It does mean a lot. But with all this being said, I have no more to talk about. I just figured I'd give you guys like a lot of updates. And yes, this is actually going to be a new series. This is going to be a new series, and I'll film like an episode maybe once a month, maybe once or twice a month. I'm still getting that figured out. It's just I don't want to overdo it because this is a vlog channel. But welcome, and thank you so much for watching episode 1 of Why My Life Should Be a Netflix Show. That's what I'm calling this series too, because my life, the things that happen are so out of pocket, so I figured that's kind of what I'd call this. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will be back with episode 2 sometime in December. But until then, I will see you guys, because I'm going to keep posting my vlogs as normal. I'm going to keep posting, all that good stuff. And I'm even going to try and do new content styles. I've been playing with my editing a little bit lately, and I've also been playing with filming, the things I actually film, the things I actually keep in, and all that. I've been trying to change my videos up a little bit just to give you guys a better experience and not just have the same thing every single video. But anyways, if you guys like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thank you guys honestly so much for watching. It does mean a lot. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good day or night. Stay healthy. And yeah, I will see you guys in my next video. If you guys want to like and subscribe, go ahead and like and subscribe, please. It would help me out a lot. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Bye, guys.